Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And the performance of the Star-Spangled Banner by Linda Lynn. We are happy to have you with us tonight for the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. In the last meeting for these two teams, the Celtics came away with the win against the Cavaliers. They've got some momentum coming into this one. They'd like to break free of this 1-1 even series tie.
And how about the points they put up? I mean, they were aggressive. In fact, at times overwhelming.
Well, think about this. They were extremely versatile in their approach, taking what the defense allowed.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, Tristan Thompson is one of the elite offensive rebounders in the league. He said, for me, it's always see ball, get ball, and just bring the energy. And be that guy that when I check in, guys on the other team are like, oh, no, he's here tonight? That's my mentality. Kevin?
Thanks, DA, and clearly Thompson knows his role on this team. Got to admire how hard he goes on the glass. And, Chris, the All-Star break and the festivities is something that we know the fans talk about, but how much is all that talked about between the players?
Kevin, I think the players love it more than the fans. You know, I mean, when they get to see all of their, all of the people that they love, all the entertainers and all the fans, the crazy fans that come out with the signs from every part of the world. I mean, it's just so much fun. The energy that's in the building, watching your favorite athletes. It's the one time you can all be kind of friends and non-competitors together. So I tell you what, players are talking about in the summer, what they're going to be doing at All-Star. So it's a really cool thing for players and fans alike.
How great, how great. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court right now for the Celtics. Irving and Brown pair at the 1 and the 2. Horford is out there with Tatum, and it's Baynes in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here is Hill, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. The shot's good from Nance.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now here's Tatum. An 11-point game for him in the win against Washington.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
Now here is Hill. Jayson Tatum missing his last shot. Nance passes to Hill. Thompson a screen on Irving. Nance a screen. Feeds it to James. Second shot opportunity, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Love watching James show off his muscle. No one getting in his way. The D can't stop him.
You know, Chris, LeBron took a lot of heat going to Miami, but when he played with the Heat, he said he learned a lot how to win there. And certainly the results show with 2 championships and 4 NBA Finals.
The fans in Cleveland, they should be happy that he left, learned how to win there in Miami under a great leader like a Pat Riley, and came back and brought that knowledge to Cleveland and won their first championship. I'm sure all is forgiven now.
Boston off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Well, and they played more than just a supporting role. I mean, without their points, it would have been tough to get that role win.
And here is Hill. After the 3-pointer from Al Horford. Nance a screen. Hill kicks to Nance. Pass to James. Over Tatum. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. LeBron's got 5.
There's no shot James can't make, especially when he's deep inside and has the D on their heels.
Here's Irving. Cavaliers with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
For Boston, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Horford sets a screen for Irving. Here's Tatum. And it's off from three-point range.
No flow to their offense at all yet. I mean, just 1 from 5 from the floor to start the game.
Hill against Irving. James in the post. He's coming off a 37-point game against Minnesota.
James is effective at getting near the basket. Always look to dunking it home.
Here's Irving. Horford with a screen on Nance. Irving kicks to Horford. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 6 points for Horford.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Pick up by Hill. Floats it up for James. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A different look now for Cleveland. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Nance. Smith comes in for Hood, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Hill. And then for Boston, Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Aron Baynes. Marcus Morris comes in for Tatum. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving. Boston, no good that time either. The Cavaliers leading by 3. And the Celtics franchise with the league-leading 17 NBA championships, their last in 2008.
Yeah, and with the talent and assets they possess, they might be in the hunt for banner number 18 before you know it. One of the beasts of the East, without question.
You see the poise developing in Clarkson. He makes a nice choice in the pick and roll.
Horford with a screen on Green. Rozier kicks to Monroe. To the middle. Here's Horford. Again, the miss by Horford. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. James dishes to Clarkson. James against Morris. Over Morris. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Screen by Monroe. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Rozier. He's averaging 10 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
He hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
And it's Green with the jam.
Thompson knows his role well. He's a willing screener who is effective at creating space for his teammates.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now here's Horford. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
LeBron kicks to Clarkson. James sets the screen for Clarkson. The screen from Thompson. And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
One of the things Clarkson does best is converting off the dribble drive.
Screen by Monroe. Morris passes to Monroe. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Monroe's got his first points of the night. Brown against Smith. The screen from Thompson. And here's Smith. Jacks up a 3. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
That's a great way to finish off the quarter. Knocking down a look like that is a big confidence builder heading into the locker room.
And so it's Cleveland. going into the break with a 10-point lead. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. Back to the action after this word. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
Go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report, and also when I get to the arena, I also watch more film on each and every guy that's going to be playing, guys that I know I may be, matched up against, throughout the night. So I'm not surprised by anything if it happens throughout the game. So it's a lot of preparation that goes in, to just one game, just trying to get one win, but that's what it takes to win good.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it. And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
And Tristan Thompson in the middle, a player, Greg, who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
It's stolen by Morris. Here's Rozier. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
And how about the setup? Man, Morris keeping his head up. Beautiful assist.
Korver dishes to Thompson. Over to the left wing. Here's Clarkson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And how about the 46th pick back in the 14 draft? Jordan Clarkson has certainly exceeded expectations thus far in his career. An athletic combo guard. He's really succeeded playing at both the 1 and 2.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. And Greg, Jordan Clarkson, he has an offensive game, doesn't he?
He's able to shoot with range, and he can attack off the bounce as well. I think that enables him to kind of play on or off the ball. And I think he has a chance to be a really good two-way player in our league.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Kyrie Irving comes in for Rozier.
Former first-team All-Rookie after being picked in the second round. Clarkson, a draft day steal.
Tatum kicks to Larkin. Tatum passes to Irving. 5 on the clock. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You see the cleverness of Irving on that play, able to get his shot off despite getting whacked.
And Kyrie Irving very steady with the ball in his hands. Not a lot of turnovers for a player who handles the ball as much as he does.
Yeah, I mean, he makes great reads. Pick and roll, drives, kicks. He keeps his dribble low, but sometimes he has his dribble high. He's great at the pocket passes, great off pick and rolls, great at screens, and can space the floor.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
And just think about this. Kyrie Irving, in the single season at Duke, he only played 11 games. He was limited to 11 games. Still, he was the #1 overall pick. That's just game. And then he justified it winning Rookie of the Year. Incredible.
Osman. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Larkin. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. And Kyrie Irving with a historically great rookie campaign, but some have said he hasn't improved a whole lot on that big entrance into the NBA.
His defense is still a work in progress, and that's what he has to shore up if he's going to enter the conversation for maybe best point guard in the world. But to me, he's already in that conversation.
Hill pulls it in.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Nance a screen. Out left to the wing. Osman. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Celtics trail by 6. Outside Irving. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Look at Irving go to work off the ball screen and his man. He's always alert, constantly scanning the floor for his teammates.
Hill dishes to Nance. Now here's Green. He's guarded closely. The kick out to Hill. From deep three-point range. And another shot. Outside Korver. Takes the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Korver's got his first 3 points of the game.
If you do not respect that Kyle Korver has been making a living as a sniper from deep, then you haven't been doing your studying. You don't know the scouting report.
There's a good screen. Here's Larkin. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Chris, it's a players' league. And yet the officials, of course, have an impact on games. I'm thinking of a certain Game 6 back in 2002. In your opinion, how does the league ensure greater consistency with the officiating of games?
Well, I promised myself, Kevin, thanks for bringing up 2002, that I would never think about that aloud. You know, I'm going to have to go lay on somebody's couch after we do this game right here. But I think the league just has to be transparent. They have to let fans know when the ref has messed up. We're all human, so I think it comes into play when you aren't transparent, when you aren't honest with your fans, because we have the smartest fans of any sport, I believe. And so I think transparency is good, but human error is always going to be in there as long as it doesn't go back to the type of human error we saw in 2002.
But, Chris, I do sense that is a goal of theirs, and bit by bit they're getting toward that goal.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, I believe that our league has done some great jobs when it comes to advancing referees and how the game is officiated. When you look at not only do we have the referee center back in New York, where the referees now can go and get help, and the game is faster. And also, you know, we have 3 refs on the floor, and so and we have the best conditioned refs. And so I think the game is just going to be better because we have passionate refs, we have passionate officials, and passionate players, and we're going to work together to make sure that this game is the best for every fan to be presented to, and also that every player has a chance to win a championship and don't have their heart broken.
Irving kicks to Tatum. Screen by Monroe. Larkin in the corner. Tatum with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And stolen by James. There's the dish to Hill. Over Irving, and he overshot that one, missing. Celtics trail by 8. Nice shot by Larkin. Larkin's got 6 points in the quarter.
And how about that floor awareness there from Tatum? That does a good job of scanning the court and getting the ball to the open man.
Pick up by Hill. Nance outside. He dishes it to Hill. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back by Irving.
He hasn't been very precise at all this game.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A nice shot by Tatum.
And his ability to knock down shots from the mid-range. I mean, he just seems to roll that ball so easily off his fingertips. It looks like it's going in every time.
Hill against Irving. Outside Hill. Nance a screen. Passes it to LeBron. Shoots over Monroe. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul.
And trying to be the first one to get his hands on the miss. Instead, he's called for over the back.
There's nothing malicious about that play. Just isn't in a good spot and can't recover.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Cavaliers on top, up by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, what have you liked about your team's performance so far?
I like our physicality. I thought we came out, started the game physical. That set the tone for us early.
Well, we'll see if they can keep it up, T. Lou. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted. Playing an outstanding game. If they can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. LeBron James is out there with Nance. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then it's George Hill. And it's Hood in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. It's stolen by Brown. With his first shot attempt. Nice touch on the bank shot. Brown's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Celtics.
What speed in transition. Brown just slashing down the court for the high percentage shot.
Nance passes to James. The screen from Thompson. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by the Celtics.
He loses concentration at the moment of truth and blows the layup.
Horford with the screen on Hill. Down low for the tie. Horford no luck.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Hill dishes to Thompson. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Hood can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the Cavs front office never shy about making bold moves. You think about changing coaches a couple seasons ago, even with the team's record at 30-11.
Well, T. Lue is the answer. They weathered a lot of criticism, part of the responsibility of leadership. You can't always make the popular call. You got to make the right call.
And Baynes pulls it down. Baynes has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Irving, and it's good for 2. And now it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
They are just killing them on the interior. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And Chris, power forwards today shoot a lot more 3-pointers. If you played today, I think you'd be incredibly effective in that role. How do you think you'd be in that role?
Oh, yeah, I think that that's something I would definitely have fun and relished in. I did shoot threes a couple of seasons in Washington and was pretty successful at that, but the style of play was just so different then. Big men were asked to stay in the post, and there was a lot more work in the post, a lot more pressure on the big guy to get to the free throw line to wear down the defense. So the whole game was different then. The big man kind of ruled the game. Today it's a point guard's game, and so what's great is I'd have to step out to give the point guard a lot more room to drive, to take a shot blocker away, or because there aren't any shot blockers. And so I definitely would love to hang out in that corner and shoot that easy three, or at the top after a pick and roll and pop right back. That would have been a lot of fun. Plus, it would give you freedom because when you can shoot that Jimmy like that and you got a nice wet jump shot, it allows that pump fake to work all day. So I would have pump faked a lot from that three-point line and dunked on a lot of people. So that would have been fun to have that freedom as they do today. Just like it's fun watching these young guys let it fly from that three-point line.
The pass to Ojeleye. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. James kicks to Clarkson. Outside, Green. Cleveland moving it around. Outside, Korver. Back to LeBron. Thompson sets the pick for Green. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Horford.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
The Cavaliers shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Smith has checked in.
LeBron James is such a devastating finisher around the rim. Cleveland's goal has been to surround him with as many three-point shooters as possible, trying to keep the defense spread out.
Back to Brown. Horford with a screen on Korver. Pass to Ojeleye. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And the old guard used to say that jump shooting teams can't win titles. Chris, that playoff defense was just too tough.
Well, it's a different time. The Cavs win while taking a ton of threes. Still, though, LeBron's interior threat is what creates those open looks.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
A three from Morris, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Clarkson passes to Smith. To the inside. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Now Clarkson. He's got 9. Count it. Clarkson's got 11 points.
Never backing down. Clarkson, unafraid to shoot with a hand in his face.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Yeah, the Celtics have stars with Hayward and Kyrie Irving. But their strength is their depth. Not a lot of fat on this roster. They're all capable.
For Boston, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And the Celtics collecting assets, but there's only so many roster spots.
Well, Coach Stevens said he wouldn't employ traditional roles with this team. It really breaks it down to ball handling.
Well, Chris, you can't shortchange this roster, but their coach, Brad Stevens, one of the best in the game.
Well, you remember his 6 years at Butler? He took them to the title game twice. What he's done with this team is no less impressive.
That one doesn't drop, and it's Boston the other way. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers to start a 3-game homestand with that game. Theis, he's covered by Clarkson. Picked by Horford. And here's Morris for 3. Green with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's the feed to Clarkson. Smith outside. Dishes it to Green. Here's Clarkson. A rebound by the Celtics.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Here's Rozier. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Horford in the post. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, man, Horford, I mean, getting loose out there, having a game for himself offensively.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Celtics lead by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Hey, bottom line is, good things are going to happen, bad things are happening. How you respond is the biggest key. Let's go.
And Brad Stevens moments ago focusing on what they can do now rather than worrying about what's already happened.
Yeah, and this is all you can do. Put all of your energy into this moment. The past, the future, they don't matter.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got Aron Baynes. Rozier's out there with Irving. Then it's Tatum. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Kicks it to Hill. Green with a screen on Irving. Hill dishes to Nance. He feeds it to Hood. There's the triple. And Boston with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Irving double team. It's stolen by Hill. And it's Hood in the corner. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Hood's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Cavs. Now here's Irving. He kicks to Tatum. Beyond the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Hill kicks to Smith. Green, the screen. It's back to Hill. And it's Jayson Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. LeBron, he's checked in for Cleveland. Boston also with the sub. Monroe's checked in. Outside Hood, 11 feet away. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Hood's got 5 points now this quarter. Irving drives in.
And this Cavaliers team, for all its talent, rarely in league history is a superstar yielded so much control is built around LeBron James.
Free throw, good, Irving.
Well, I know his father was a hooper, and I think that's why, we all love the skill set that Irving has. He's just a dynamic scorer. He's an impressive ball handler. Don't forget a clutch performer.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And LeBron not shy about making his voice heard when it comes to moves he feels the Cavs need to make.
He wants to win. His understanding of the game isn't just limited to his part to play, but also the pieces around him as well.
Here's Monroe. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
LeBron kicks to Thompson. Thompson sets the pick for James. Up off the screen. Look at that jam. Just beautiful.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's the screen. Monroe down low. Working on Nance. 4 on the clock. Here's Tatum. Offensive rebound.
Not only did he play superb D there, he snagged the rebound in the process. Fantastic effort.
Nance a screen. Feeds to LeBron. Over Tatum. And Boston with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Irving. The dish to Baynes. Out to the right wing. From past the arc. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Oh, beautiful looking three ball from Rozier, really expanding his range.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Hill passes to Hood. From 12 feet out, that's tipped. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Tatum dishes to Irving. Screen by Monroe. Here's Baynes. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
Irving is a remarkable playmaker, man. Superb at breaking down the D with his passing.
There's a screen. Hill kicks to Hood. He dishes it to James. Over Tatum. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 6. That one coming from LeBron.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Al Horford, he's checked in for Monroe. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Terry Rozier. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He told them one thing. He said, no mistakes from here on out. We've got a good lead. We won't take chances. No dumb fouls. Smart basketball for the rest of the way. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Free throw good, James.
When the score is close, you want this guy.
Irving against Hill. Right side, Irving. It's good.
And you gotta admire Irving in these situations. Doesn't let pressure overwhelm him. In fact, he embraces it.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 5. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hill kicks to Hood. Pass to James. Over Tatum. That's short off the rim. And an intentional foul right there. .32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability. Now that's killer instinct at the line, helping them pull away a little.
Hill passes to Hood. The feed to LeBron. Over Tatum. Thompson dishes to LeBron. Hood kicks to LeBron, launches it, and Boston with the rebound. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Timeout called, Cleveland. They're trailing by 7. 3 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole. It's hard to climb out of.
And they can only blame themselves. A few missed opportunities, some miscues that they'd like to have back. It all adds up.
The pass to Žižić. Osman. And the miss. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. Just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.